Priest is sad. Yeah, Priest is very sad right now. Make no mistake, Warlock is like top 4 in the second tier after Rogue. Rogue is by itself in the first tier. And Priest is in the very, very bottom tier, along with Paladin. Straight up terrible. And Collins, who's hosting us right now, just like came in and was like, oh, don't play Priest. Or not don't play Priest, just that Priest is terrible. Let's check out Priest.
The goddess calls.
We want Augmented Elic. EMP is like the worst card. And I don't mean like the worst card in this bucket. I mean like one of the worst cards in the game that is printed. Like lower half of 7th bucket. Probably. I don't know. There's pretty bad stuff in the 7th bucket. Maybe like middle of the 7th bucket. Why was EMP not a 5-5? Because then it would be a little OP. I'm glad it's not a 5-5. Take an Elic. Pain. Easy pain. Okay, Bright-Eyed Scout did nothing for us the last run. I'm not falling for it again. Argent Squire time. Mossy Horror. MVP card. Stormwind Champ is probably good. I could do a Squashling too, but I'm going to take the first Stormwind Champ over the first Squashling. You're just not going to see a Stormwind Champ again. Like, oh. Damn. I want all these. I want all of these so bad. I think you got to go for the first Holy Nova. We'll take the next death when it comes. Ah. This is so... It's so hard to make this decision. You know what? I'm actually going to take a death. Because Holy Nova is in a slightly lower bucket. I'm going to trust that Holy Nova is going to come to us again. I was wrong. Clearly wrong. Should have gone Nova. We could do Northshire Cleric now, though. It's definitely not Cabal Shadow Priest. I need some kind of card draw in here, and Priests don't have a lot of card draw anymore. Banshee? Banshee's fine. Hey, see? Holy Nova came back. What'd I tell you guys? 10 out of 10. Holy Nova. Coming back to us. Alright. Stonehill. Easy Stonehill. Oh, people are voting for Missile Launcher too. I mean, we don't have any mechs. I have not had good experiences with mechs in this meta. Tuskar. It is a 2-drop. Green Jelly. Best card. Boulder Fist Ogre is good, but we're on curve a lot. I think I'd rather have a Shattered Sun here. Because we need some kind of win condition, and we just don't have it right now. Shattered Sun's like in the early game, and Snowballing is more of a win condition than a Boulder Fist Ogre. Bulldozer. Second Cleric or second Shadow Word Death? Probably second Shadow Word Death. Oh, Basilisk? Maybe Basilisk. We have enough 3-drops, we don't need a Basilisk. Taking a second Shadow Word Death. Boarding Dragon. Technically a 4, but I don't want it. I'll go with a Holy Smite. Elixir? Easy Elixir. Okay, see, this is what I mean. Holy Nova comes back to you so often. You get a second Holy Nova, a second Northshire Cleric. Not a Shadow Ascendant. Shadow Ascendants are terrible in this meta. I'll go with a second Holy Nova. I want 3 board clears. Temple Enforcer is good. Power Word Shield is also good. Probably Power Word Shield. We have plenty of early game. Ho! We got a legendary, boys. Not a Prophet-Valen. Either a Hogger, which is like green jelly squared, or it's a Arthas. Not a Prophet-Valen. I see that we have 2 Holy Novas and a Holy Smite. But it's a Hogger or the Arthas. Arthas is not a 4-drop. I think I'm going to go with the Arthas. We need more like good swingy cards. Army of the Dead is pretty crappy with our deck though. You know, I'll go Hogger. Because you gotta see how good Army of the Dead is, right? We've been drafting in a way to make Army of the Dead pretty crappy. So then you're just left with the weapon and the destruction stuff. Don't need a Rotten Apple Bomb. We could use a 3-drop. Scarlet Crusader. Oh. So much stuff. I keep getting these high buckets. Am I just getting really lucky? Not a Bone Mare. I'll take a Northshire Cleric or a Steel Basilisk over a Bone Mare. I think I'm going to go Basilisk. We need 3-drops. We have 2 3-drops right now. Shattered Sun's kind of a 3-drop. Stonehill's kind of a 3-drop. Elixir. See, that frees us up to take an Elixir. I like. Almost no 4s, yeah. That's how the game works now. We'll take a Seda Threshodon. We could use some bulk. There's a 4. Gentle Megasaur. Come on down. You exist. And you cost 4 mana, and you are on curve. That's all I need. We do need one more 5-drop. And we already have 2 Elixirs, so I don't think we need another Elixir. Probably a Witchwood Grizzly over a Nesting Row. A little taunted here. We don't need more Elixirs. Keep in mind, we have 3 1/2 drops. There's the Psychic Scream. Do we take the Psychic Scream or the Mind Control? That is the question. I want both. On one hand, we do have 2. Now, you know what? We have 2 Shadow Word Deaths already. We don't need a Mind Control. Lightspawn is a 4. Hey! Oh! Are we getting another Lyra deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 small spells. This is not a Lyra deck. It's unfortunate, guys, but this is not a Lyra deck. So it's either going to be Karen or it's going to be Elise. We do need some card draw. I think it's going to be Elise. And, oh. Another large card that we are forced to take. We take the Cabal Shadow Priest now, right? Yeah, especially because we don't have a Shadow Madness. So we have a top 4% priest deck by value. And a lot of our deck requires us to be on the board.
Give me strength.
So, I don't think this is a good deck. I'm also not opening this up for betting. What is Northshire Cleric at? 152. Well, Crystalline Oracle's higher, so there you go. Not the best 1-drop in the game. Lost in the Jungle is higher. Righteous Protector is higher. Jeweled Macaw is higher. So there's plenty of better 1-drops, apparently. Upgrade. Flame Imp. Kobold Librarian. Is Dire Maul higher? What? Dire Maul's less than a 100. By the way, our Augmented Elec actually synergizes with our Elise.
I love omelets.
So, don't say I didn't meme, guys.
What is a loon's will?
Of my jungle.
I already have a Witchwood Grizzly.
Handle it.
Fun. Let's stay on course. I don't want to be healing. I don't have like a good other play with Northshire Cleric. Heal. I have 2 mana. Holy Smite something? I don't know. Not as good. This Mossy Horror though. Gonna get some value. Mossy Horror. Best card in this meta. After Giggling Inventor. Which is what makes Mossy Horror the best card in the meta. No! He throws it in. It's like he knew.
Is someone injured? Is someone injured?
Holy Nova's gonna be good. Never go full Northshire Cleric. I got a Stormwind Champ coming up, man. I need my 1/1s. Always go full Northshire Cleric. This is like this Banshee thing, right? People keep getting afraid they're gonna like mill some cards. So what? So what if you mill some cards? Oh my god. This guy like playing for the lulz and the memes?
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Right away. Right away.
Reactor core online.
For the Alliance!
We have unfortunately killed him.
Right away.
I say this because I wanted to see what other cards he had. Playing with a handicap, guys.
Your soul shall be mine!
A loon give me strength.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Don't be Divine Shield. Don't be Give It Back to Me either. Be like the copy of 1/1. Or, I guess don't be Lifesteal either. Man, Unidentified Elixir has a lot of not very good for opening move ones. Eh. Right, like, do I really want to Argent Squire back in my hand? Questionable.
Almost out of time.
That is fine.
The light protects me.
If he doesn't trade, you have Cleric? Of course he doesn't trade.
I fight.
Of course he doesn't trade. And playing Cleric gives us 2/3 something to trade into. This way, I'm like good on the board. And if he does something else to deal 1 damage, I still Shatter Sun Cleric. Oh no!
The light protects. I cannot do that.
It was all a trap. All a trap. And we fell right into it. Surely he'll misplay into the Banshee. Everybody misplays into the Banshee.
You brought me back.
Let the pain speak
Oh,
to
no.
me.
Okay, I was about to say, is he gonna defile? Give me a Holy Nova! I mean, I can't play anything that can actually trigger.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Like, if I green jelly, he starts drawing cards for free. And my green jelly's not very good. But anyway.
Flashlings are so fragile.
That's cool. You think Keening Banshee is better than Hoarding Dragon? I think Keening Banshee is one of the best 4 mana like neutral minions in the game. Hoarding Dragon is not. Hoarding Dragon is very average. I see. What? Really not gonna kill off this? Yes, the thing that generates taunts? I'm like...
If I must.
Yeah, so 1, I can't mill anymore. And 2, I'll take that.
Let me change your mind.
I have 10 health. I have a board that I can storm win. I have plenty of cards. I think I'm back in it. He trying to mill me? No, he's not trying to mill me. I don't want more cards.
I wonder.
Bring the pain.
Obey.
One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. I have 7 turns left of cards. I am on the board. Of the cards remaining are 2 Shadow Word Deaths and a Mossy Horror. That's good. Hopefully he plays into them once I draw them. He didn't seem to have removals before. Yeah. That's not helping him much. Oh, okay. That's fine. Still fine.
Obey.
Play into my Mossy Horror. Play into my Mossy Horror. Throw down your giggling inventor. Hello, 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 nope. We had dreams.
Stop copying me! Stop copying me!
I wonder.
Nothing we can do.
Obey.
If we lose to this Warlock, we probably will. Like, he was ahead for the first, like, crap ton of turns. Oh, seriously?
Behold the might of Stormwind.
Freaking 4 attack minions. I mean, he could just, like, never have 2 damage of reach. Like that.
Shields up.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, that's fancy. See what he's got. That's fine. Wow, we actually came back. 2 cards left in our deck, by the way. And we actually came back from this. Whew. He almost made it. He got us down to needing 2 damage like twice. And then to go from that to a win.
Versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
Elune give me strength.
Alright, I'll keep a Basilisk. You keep all 3s in this deck. You just kind of assume you don't do anything the first 2 turns. And if you do, good for you, but you can't like mulligan for that, or else you miss a 3 and you actually just... Good, we have a Psychic Scream. That's what we'll be playing towards. Mossy MVP? Yeah, Mossy always MVP. Every time the Mossy Horror comes down and kills 2 of my 2/2s, I'm like, good, good, good. If that's all if that's the only value you're getting with Mossy Horror, that's a 6 mana 2/7 that deals 4 damage, I'm happy. If we get to 12, we'll need to craft a Golden Mossy. Probably. It's a damn good card. Like, it was a good card, and just got, like, a whole lot better. With this, like, tokeny meta coming in. Oh.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
On curve. A 2/3. A Basilisk. A Keening Banshee. iZero says, I know Banshee's a good card, but do you think Banshee's a good card in this deck? I mean, I think it's a good deck in pretty much every card that's not a Warlock. Because Warlock sometimes gets to the end of the decks, right? But your other guys really don't. I'm okay with this. Not the best value, but whatever. Better than Stonehill in terms of tempo. And right now, I just want tempo. Because I'm about to Keening Banshee. And if you try to concede tempo and then Keening Banshee, then you're kind of stuck. Is this the same opponent?
I wonder.
I don't know, actually.
I sense your
He's not playing the same cards, so maybe not.
You brought me back.
I was almost tempted to kill the 2/2 because I felt like he didn't have a demon. But 2 stats on the board. Too much. Too much for me to pass up. He has a coin. Like, he can get around this. My minion's not doing anything threatening to him. It's just our only 4 mana card.
Many possibilities.
This says, does Void Atlas telegraph his demons if it hits it in the hand? I don't know, actually. Anyone have the answer? Ah. A smart player who actually removes the Banshee.
Almost out of time.
Just go face, dude. Did he miss his attack, or was this hit?
Out of my jungle.
Double Phantom on turn 6. Okay. I'll take it for the flexibility, I guess. Mossy's my turn 6 play. What are you guys talking about? Why you act like he's not going to play a Giggling Inventor? Do you know how Warlocks work in the arena right now? He's going to play Giggling Inventor. Right now. It's going to drop. Watch. He's like, ah, this Stonehill really counters my Giggling Inventor. No Giggling Inventor. Okay. There, Knight? That works too. Phantom does set up the Holy Nova better. Nah, what am I talking about? Like, I'm not giving up that value. I don't care if Phantom does set up pretty well for the Holy Nova. So this was effectively dealing 6 damage. Deal 6 damage for 6 mana and then summon a 2/7 on curve. What a beast. Mossy Deathwing. Yeah.
Poke? Pitchy? No! Stop copying me! Stop copying me!
Do your worst. I got a Holy Nova Ella coming up. I know my rights. My right there was to hit your face. Oh, my eyes are so tired. I stared at a screen too much today. Looks like last game. Yeah, I think it was the last game. Can't go on. Yes, full trade into this.
The light protects me.
Still setting up this Holy Nova. At some point he'll play into it.
Come, my pretty.
This seems to be the turn that he's gonna play into it. Serial Coma says if only Cobalt was 1 bucket lower. Should be 1 bucket lower.
Why do you call?
Ooh. No. I'll take one of his other ones.
That union already attacked. Everyone has demons.
Alright. I'll take that guy.
The dark path is my destiny.
Okay, so he has more 1/1s.
Let me change your mind.
There's no bridge at the 3 damage mark. So, he can do a lot of damage, but he can't. He needs to use one more minion to do a full defile clear. I think we're starving him of enough cards that will win the card advantage war. This is weird dance you gotta do as Priest against Warlock. Because you never have enough face damage to finish him off. Okay. Fine.
This was not in my contract.
Alright, we get it.
Almost out of time.
That was a mistake.
Death Rattle, return this minion to your hand. This seems pretty good.
For the master. I fall.
Oh. This mossy horror. Just eating more and more stuff. Yeah, we're choking him on the card advantage. He could get all the cards he wants, but he's not gonna have enough health to support it.
Your magic shall not save.
Why are you not silencing the mossy horror? I feel like that would be of a bigger concern.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Oh no, I missed it. I missed the synergy.
A mistake.
I missed the double. Ah, I missed the double Angoro pack. Alright, look, it's a new synergy. It involves an old legendary and a new card. I called it out beforehand, but I didn't see it when it came up. I'm sorry, guys. It's okay. The game is not going to go for even a single turn. He's actually just going to quit right here. So it's not like we would even have had more of a chance to get that Angoro pack.
For the king!
Come dance to my song. Well played.
Well,
Okay, we would have had a chance. So it would have been pure BM. It would have been unsportsmanlike BM if we top decked it and played it. Okay, 3-0. I don't think we're gonna get another 12 win with it, but it is like, it's literally a top 5 percentile in terms of value for pre-stack. Top 5 percentile. That's really good. So we have a lot of value in this deck. The problem, of course, is that we have like no curve to speak of. And we've been getting pretty lucky so far, but it's gonna fall apart on us soon. I think one of the best times was when I started streaming, and like 15 minutes later, I checked my Twitter, and someone, or sorry, I checked Discord, and someone was like, hey man, you know you're not streaming, right? And so I've just been sitting there playing, like doing a draft, and like talking to myself for like 15 minutes. Makes it a pretty horrible deck, but it's got a ton of value. So I'm shooting for 6 with this deck. Powerful enough, it just has like literally 0 curve. That's fine. Now I don't need a curve.
My fury. Alone give me strength.
Whenever you're facing a rogue, you never like get the curve anyway. So, like, why even bother? Much rather be facing a rogue with a control deck than an aggro.
This is our time.
Whoa.
yeah, beat it.
I have not seen that move in a long time. Boswagus says Defias isn't such a high bucket, you can never pick it. Yeah, exactly, unless you're this guy. Then you're like, Defias, let's go. So he must be like really aggressive. He's also 3-0, so his deck can't be total trash. Or if his deck is total trash, then he drafts weird and is really good.
It's good to see you again.
Right? That's weird.
What is Elune's
Yeah, I
will?
think this is good.
The light protects me.
Right, like now he's got to pick. Which one do I hit? Now remember, he already used his coin. So I'm just going to curve out 5, 6, 7 right now. Yeah, by the way, guys, that's definitely not the one you picked to hit. You want to kill this guy. Because then you can kill the 3-1 later. With your little minion. Alley Viper says, I'm expecting no less than 4 12-0s tonight, ADWCTA. Well, we're just gonna have to get really lucky with the curve then. Like we did here. Like, Shadow Pain's not the best on curve, but then he coined out a 2-drop, which we only killed half of. But still, it's something.
I wonder. I wonder.
I salute you.
Undead tell no tales.
Yep. He's aggro, alright.
Quickly.
Doubt about it. I don't need to commit my hogger. If he's aggro, then all I gotta do is survive him for a bit. That's why I have two 12-0s on Sunday. Because the meta finally rewards skill, and I have so much of it. It's also why I didn't get 12-0s before then. Because the old metas were just not rewarding skill. So having skill didn't do anything in the old metas. No, but it's definitely gotten a lot more. Like, if you get, like, let's say 2 tempo on the board, or like 4 tempo on the board, it matters a lot now. Whereas before it mattered, like, maybe in a third or a quarter of your win. I do think that drafts still need more 2-drops. Like, being offered. AoE feels a lot less common, which is nice. Well, it's half as common as it used to be, so... probably less than half as common. Because the new cards don't really have any AoEs. There's like 1. Unless you count the shooting stars as AoE, then there's 2. I don't know what he's gonna do. He seems like an aggro deck, and he's just out of steam already. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I have a deck list. Always forget. Yeah, I guess it's a thing. He hits it. He gets 3 damage on his dagger. Should be fine. Still have 21 health. I don't make a comeback until the Shadow or Death. Oh yeah, we should do betting. Thanks for all the reminders. I'm so out of it today. I told you guys, I woke up at like 5:30 a.m. So I was like doing okay until like the last like 3 hours. And now my body's like, there's a reason you don't usually wake up until like 8:30 and then like scramble to get to work on time. Alright, okay. Okay. Fine. That's hit my face. Oh no, he already hit stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna be really safe about this.
The light protects me.
Like, just hold the board. Don't do anything fancy. I could save that, but he's gonna dump at some point, and I need the Psychic Scream. I have a Shadow or Death, so he can't go big. So he can only spread, which seems like his whole plan anyway. Like, I really think this deck just kind of, like, failed to get the start it needed to in this game. Like, his deck. And so we stabilized without, like, doing much. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Aw, it's too bad.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I fight.
Don't have a betrayal. This deck is full of like ways to deal with small stuff. Oh. Alright, time to start healing my face every turn, I guess.
I wonder.
Alley Viper says, gonna be great when that sneaky devil makes something deathable. Yeah, I remember when you were saying how you had no death targets for like your whole run. Happening. Where are my bulldozers? I have a bulldozer. Why doesn't he have a bulldozer? Doesn't seem fair.
Quickly. A clever concoction.
Oh, that's all he's doing.
The frost wolves stand ready.
Is someone injured?
Pretty useful. Got a Holy Nova, drawn another card. But I really wanted to kill the big thing. I don't really know how he wins. Yep, I think that's how he got those wins. He has to be aggressive and then finish people off, and there's not enough taunts in this meta. As long as he doesn't bump into a giggling inventor, he's home free. But we had a decent number of taunts, and we drew them all.
Tyrande versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury. Alone give me strength.
All these. Facing a different rogue. Oh. This says promise. The Stonehill lives. Which it really might. Because rogues play control and they don't want to waste resources killing the Stonehill. What do I have? Lifesteal and a Divine Shield.
Blessings to you.
Fine. That's right. Do nothing.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
I don't want to waste the coin.
Access denied.
Damn it. What? Oh. That's fine. Not a big deal. I'm gonna wait to paint it. Like, one of these is better than the other. Out of my 2/6 options. That's suspicious. What's 5 mana that can buff a mech? Oh, that 5/5 thing. Be on the safe side of this. Like, that was too suspicious. I'm killing it. I'm not saving it for the Cabal Shadow Priest. Play your War Gear. Not even a War Gear. What a disappointment.
For the crusade!
Ali Viper says, I've lost a lot of games being unable to remove a thing before turn 5 War Gear. Who are you facing? I have literally never seen a War Gear magnetize anything. Yeah, that's pretty good for him. But, you know, gives me kind of free reign on this part of the game. Which is cool, I guess. The Elixir next. Oh, Shadow Priest, I could always steal something. Like one of those.
One.
I think I'm just gonna Elixir though.
Shells up.
Like, I know he has a Stonehill, so I know I'm gonna get like almost equal value with the Cabal Shadow Priest. Not really in a hurry. This is happening. Hit, death, Holy Nova.
Shells up.
A Bulldozer coming up next.
Out of my jungle.
The light protects me.
That's cool. Maybe I don't have a Bulldozer coming up.
Let me change your mind. If I must.
Maybe I could win the game with one more draw. Okay, give me 4. Or that'll make your life easier.
Mind if I roll need?
The light protects me. Obey.
What's you got? Let's see how much you can taunt up. I got 4 pretty good, good and big cards coming up with one more in my hand.
Well played.
Gotta do it before seeing your top deck. Or else it doesn't count. See, if we didn't Banshee, we wouldn't have gotten that top deck when we did.
Tyrande versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
A loon give me strength.
Got my Squire. Got my Elixir. Then I got my Shadow Word, Power Word, Shield, and Heal. Aww. Well, you know.
Protects me.
Elixir's not that bad. Summon an extra Squire. I'll take it.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
The light protects me.
I sense your
Nope. Not gonna help you.
What is a loon's will?
I can clear everything with the Defile if I try to Northshire Cleric. But the Power Word Shield is so much better on the Light Spawn. I'm gonna do it anyway. This is the way to avoid...
I fight. I fight.
This avoids the, what do you call it? The thing that's bad. This avoids the thing that is bad. Now, okay, that's fine. Don't mind that.
Right away.
Mind it at all. It doesn't avoid defile? Yeah, it does. How does it not avoid defile? With 3 things with 3 health on the board. Oh no, it doesn't. You're right. You're right. It totally does not.
Right away.
So he's gonna need to tap at some point. And then I'm gonna get my value. If he holds, I Nova. If he hits, I Shadow Priest. It's Shadow Priest time. You got a Wasp?
Let me change.
I got a Wasp.
Right away.
The Wasp is now on my side. Probably did not take all that much convincing to change the mind of a Wasp. Nova is happening. No, the Nova's.
Obey.
That's definitely happening. Oh, put a Grizzly out here. See what he's got. Doesn't feel like he's holding an MCT. Wow. Guy's got the weapon hate.
Right away.
For the crusade!
Right away. Obey.
I'm not giving him the defile. Haunted One says I am still surprised people think Banshee is bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why anyone watching Arena thinks it's bad, right? Like, unless it's your first time watching Arena. The card's been in play for a year. Burger King.
Taranda!
Hands down Burger King.
Gul'dan!
Wendy's a close second, but I have good nostalgic memories of Burger King.
Noon give me strength.
We grew up like really poor, and so like when I got to like eat out, well, we got to eat out twice a month. Once my mom would pick, and she would pick a Chinese restaurant that I really didn't care about, and once I would get to pick, and I would always pick Burger King. This is Burger King. You don't go for 1s and 2s in this deck. You don't have 1s and 2s. Just have 3s and you're happy with it. I got really good memories of Burger Kings. And this was back when? This was so long ago. I'm so old. This was like when they had the crappy fries. It was like before the great Burger King fry revolution. I appreciate you, Murloc. I appreciate your existence. I appreciate your dedication. All love coming from here, man. What's Burger King like? They're like mediocre burgers. Their fries are really good now. Used to be crap. But now it's like, alright. Defile me, bro.
Why do you call?
Okay.
Join or die.
When it comes to goats, we like all
So
goats.
many possibilities.
That's surprisingly insanely annoying. Because keep in mind how much he's been tapping and healing and doing all that stuff. Like, very annoying. Oh. I could actually do this.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Trigger! Right, man. Things happen. That was like the most unexciting animation ever, by the way. Like, it didn't even show it shuffling another card in, and this one's golden too.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Aloof Nemadar.
Did it shuffle? The deck tracker didn't pick it up? I mean, it should, right? This literally says shuffle. Alright. Well, we're not gonna see it.
For the Alliance!
Aloof Nemadar.
We just drew our lethal. But you know what? I'm gonna shuffle more. Just wanted it to be a clean game, guys. A clean game where nothing's on the board and he's dead. I have simple, modest goals. This up here, this is where you guys are on my screen.
Versus Illyria.
Tremble before the might of the elves. Elune give me strength.
Oh, Samson, the Eleg is like dead when we tried to shuffle the psychic stream, so I don't know if what you say is true or not, but you wouldn't have figured it out from watching us. It's really that I'm more lazy than Merps. I don't want to have to look like to my other screen. It's way too much eye effort. Like a couple years ago, I used to have a bigger screen, and it was just too much work, like looking at all the spots on the screen. So I was like, screw it.
This beast will not be tamed!
Mm-hmm. I'll still take it.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Don't multi-shot me and we're good. We're 7-0, guys. I don't know what this Hunter's gonna do, but it's gonna be pretty devastating. Although, to be fair, I think we have a decent matchup. We have a good amount of taunts, we have a decent amount of heals, we're already on the board. Okay.
Push forward.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
I'll save the Holy Smite. He basically hasn't used a single card yet. So we've been improving our position on the board, but we haven't been doing much else besides that. This lets me buff my Holy Nova or my Holy Smite next, depending on what we want.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Does nothing. Okay. So, nothing it is.
For the crusade.
A real
Now I can Holy Nova and Holy Smite. Or I can Shadow Word Death. Or I can do any of a whole bunch of other stuff. So keep in mind, we have like no card advantage on him. This guy's like drawn so many cards. That thing right there was literally the first card we took away from him.
To Northrend.
Uh-huh, don't care.
This jungle hides many secrets. Join or die.
Have to put the pressure on. Don't mind a crushing walls, don't mind an explosive shot. How is this hunter so slow? Like, what is his deck? Fine. Again. Fine. Explosive ink? I don't even care about explosive ink. He's just gonna hero power me here? I'll trigger this explosive right now.
Aloof Neladar.
Go for it. Not what I'm concerned about right now.
Join or die.
How many hard removals do you have, Hunter?
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Don't care. Would have cared if that did anything, but as it stands, don't care.
I wonder. Let me change your mind. Move! That is not a valid target. Move!
A real stinker.
Fine. Yep. Would not have positioned it that way if I'd known that he couldn't go face. Fine, though.
Obey. Is someone injured?
I know my win conditions. I ain't fooled. It's not hitting him to the face. Just hanging out here with my pain and my death and my Nova and my Drake.
Join the guild. We have cookies.
Put this apple on your head.
Protocol 7 engaged.
So close.
Go away.
No lethal. How is there lethal? Oh, I can't add.
Right away.
Good job, guys.
Away.
I failed to add all these numbers on the board to the correct number. I was like, 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 5. And then I only deal 4 more damage. Alright. We out-aggroed a hunter. So if you use the link and you download the extension, you get free coupons whenever you buy stuff online, and we get paid per conversion. So please do that if you haven't already. Today is the last day to do it. After this, the sponsorship ends, and you can download all the honey you want, but we will not. They will no longer feed the goat. We want the goat nice and fat. We're not going to have a sponsor after this for like a month. Until the next one, I think. So, it would mean a lot if you helped us out. Can't believe this deck is 8-0. I thought this was like a faster meta. You know? Thank you, Mount Moho. And no, KFC is not sponsoring us.
You're so sweet.
And yes, Burger King should sponsor me. These are all true things. What do you mill? Oh, my Grizz. Or, you know, the character was in New York and I'm in New York.
Start some trouble.
Join or die.
You brought me back.
Let's do this. Face and green jelly next. I don't need a deck. I take that back. Just a Holy Nova. Because he's basically like, you don't have a Holy Nova. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And he's gonna be like, that's okay, I'll Giggly Inventor now. He doesn't have another Holy Nova. And I'll be like, but I have a Masi Horror, and it's so much worse for you. Or he'll be like, let me play a Gurubashi, because that card's still in the game. Any of these are good things. That is not. See, that's just not something I can interact with. You know? I thought this was an interactive game, Blizzard.
The light protects.
If I'm off.
It's like, this guy has no regard for his deck. I hate my deck. You know what my deck means? It means I have to play this round for longer. And I want to just, like, end it as quickly as possible. So by milling my own deck, I'm letting a fire under my ass and forcing myself to kill him. These are all things Banshee's good for. My move. Not your move. My move.
Let me change your mind.
If I'm lost.
Go for it. Death would have been useful.
Obey.
Alright. Got 3 pretty big cards still. Schnabel. Thanks for subbing. Twitch Prime. What's up, Toxic Creates? How you been?
Rotten to my core.
Uh-huh. Is he really not gonna trade? That's very ballsy of him to not trade. Yeah. I'm like, he needs to trade now. This is trading time. So he needs to hold on for like 3 more turns, maybe 4, and then he gets the card advantage back. Uh-huh. All good. All good. You got, man. All good.
Almost out of cards. Well played.
GG. Oh, Banshee. You're too good. You just leave me all the cards I need to win, and I don't have a single more card than I need to win. And then you add a lot of spells that swing the game, so that being good at the game doesn't really matter as
Versus Malfurion.
That's how to nerf me.
My beloved children.
My dear Malfurion.
Keep it an elixir. Thanks for feeding the goat. Mount Moho says, any tips for drafting Warlock, more control style? The one Warlock I played in this meta went like 4 wins or something. I don't know. I can't speak from experience at all on this one. +2/+2 in Divine Shield. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Yeah, he can't actually hit it.
Out of my jungle.
Guess that's a card.
Right away.
Big, sharp, pointy teeth.
Right away.
Should have taken the Lord of the Arena.
The light protects us. Right away.
The swipe is not the most effective thing.
The dark path is my destiny. The light.
Oh, he's not gonna kill it. That's an interesting choice.
Go away!
Right away.
Go away!
I fight.
Yeah, I'll let him bump that. That's not good for him. What's this guy doing?
Right away. I fight.
There's a champ coming up. I've drawn my cards.
Pinch of death cup. Heel of shoe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's not even the UI.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Am I being set up?
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I don't think I'm being set up.
Right away. I fight.
Alright. Come on, your spreading plague's gotta come out now. No, he just doesn't have a spreading plague.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
The Alliance!
I fight. Right away.
Join or die.
Getting off a minion just in case.
Well played. I concede.
What is this meta? Hello? I laughed when you guys said another 12-0, but I did not think it would do well in this meta.
Versus Jaina.
But it seems okay.
You asked for it. The moon give me strength.
Keep a Holy Smite. Need stuff to do in the early game. It's mage. I don't want to get like smorked down. I'm a late game deck. Exactly why I kept a Holy Smite. That just saved me like 6 health.
So
Ah, but it doesn't matter. Because he has infinite tempo plays.
Out of my jungle!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
It's fine.
Out of my jungle!
Like, I need to know what he wants to do before I can do anything. Okay. That's all okay. Things I mind. Okay. See if he's got anything. Oh, okay. Serviceable. I need to kill off that girl. It's unfortunate, but I needed that gone. Because I can afford him doing this kind of stuff. I can't afford his tempo play. That's what's gonna kill me. Part advantage stuff isn't gonna matter too much in the long run. Doesn't seem like he has a hard removal. Right? Like, he would have used it on this guy a long time ago. It was a pretty threatening minion. So yeah. I'm just gonna slowly kill him then.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Attack, hit heal. Set myself up for the long game. That's fine.
Aluth Neladar. For the crusade!
What fools these bunches be!
He's preserving, like, tempo and stuff, too. Playing a weird game.
What is Elun's will?
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Join or die.
That sucks. Yes, keep playing into this. of annoying, but he doesn't ping this turn. That means he's got a ping next.
Let me
These are
check
just his
on
top
you.
decks. Oh no. Good. No. Yes, good. He did nothing. Spent 2 mana and did nothing. That could have gone really badly for us. I tempoed out Cabal because I need something to heal for this Northshire. So, hope he doesn't kill it, so I can kill his 3-1 and draw another card. And if he does kill it, I'm gonna have to heal the 3-1. Because a card is more important than 2 health for him right now.
Time runs out on me.
Empty inside.
Obey.
Me angry. Gotta go back.
Ping. Throw your 1-3 in. 2-1 in. Realize you probably should have done that in a different order. Okay. Oh, here's the Ungoro pack. Aha.
Golden epic!
Where have you been my whole life, Ungoro pack?
Is someone injured?
All fine by me. He hits my face, I kill that. Uh-huh. I have no things. This is where we're at right now. Not worried about my face yet. I have 16 health. We have card advantage on him now. This is gonna be the one game at least wins for us.
I will be your doom. Ready?
Uh-huh.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Go for it. Yup. Dang it. All good. Ooh.
For Elun.
Why, yes, I will mill my own card. Why, no, I will not mill my own card.
If I must.
For Elun.
Damn it! I mean, fine. I'll do it. But I won't like it. What is he hoping for? Yep. I think he recognizes his own doom. GG, GG, we're at 11-0. The Banshees want us a few games on its own. I'm always getting some value from Northshire Cleric. Now, these things should not happen, right? People should stop misplaying against Banshee. I shouldn't be able to buff anything because we're such a slow deck and we have no curve. We have exactly 2 1-drops and 1 2-drop. Like, I kid you not, this is the only card that I keep out of all of these. Zep gifted a sub to Tachi Derp. Tachi Derp, did you redeem some grass? Anyway, congrats.
Job's done.
You don't keep the basilisk against a mage. You try to mulligan for 4s. Zep says, no, I'm just being nice. Nice. And Moxa says, is that guy the same as our last opponent? Yes. Yes, it is the same guy as our last opponent. I probably should have waited for longer. I hate these matches.
Out of my jungle. I see you.
Ah, he's holding it this time.
Out of my jungle.
Okay. I don't need a 4-drop. It's not like I got mechs or anything, but
The light protects me.
you know. Thing.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Uh-huh. That's his engine. That's the thing we need to absolutely destroy. Like, I used a Holy Nova just to clear that.
I fight.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
Highest tempo play. Yes. Good. Gets us our minion back.
The light protects me.
We get the tempo. The June says, are you ordering chicken wings? I am not ordering chicken wings. That's not on the agenda for tonight, unfortunately.
A real
I
stinker.
fight.
First, he has a flame strike.
Unity. Precision. Primitive.
Keep controlling the board. Got my bulldozer coming out next. I won the card advantage game last time because of Elise. See if I can still win it this time. Okay, just gonna give it to us. That's cool. We're not gonna ask questions.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I've lined it up for you. Full value from the 1/1s. Alright, fine. Uh-huh. Well, he doesn't have what I fear, or else he would have auto-taken it.
For the crusade!
I'm giving him value regardless. Oh, crap. Really? He just top decked that? I didn't give him a 3/1 for free. He was going to take my my 5/5 for free regardless.
Mushroom power!
Well, that's going to swing the game.
Join or die. Join or die.
I'm going to save this. Technically, this should be fine. That's good. It's a small card. Oh, I needed that to be one more.
Come, my pretty
Even on cards.
Flesh fails. Try crystal.
Ready for action! Behold the might of Stormwind!
He needs to kill his 4/4 off to get rid of this. Okay. It's terrifying. Can't kill his guy yet, but he's gonna come close. He can kill Hogger. Okay, that guy's very annoying. Yeah, he can kill Hogger. There's two birds in the cube.
For the Alliance!
They're gonna come out. They killed this so perfectly. Oh, I could have healed the cube. You guys are right. Then he would have had to ping his own cube, and that would take one extra turn. That's a counter spell. I know it. I played against this guy. I need to top deck my Holy Smite. Or he needs to drop a big thing. Not a valid target. Holy Smite, unidentified Elixir. Come on. Holy Smite, unidentified Elixir. That's not it. It'd be hilarious if it was not counterspell. If I trade this for more stuff.
What is Elun's will? We must cleanse the Sunwell.
It's counterspell. Miss. Oh, great. This guy, this time he draws everything. More birds. Nope.
Well played.
It is finished. You win.
That happens when you play the same guy twice. And this time he lucks out instead of us. Hey, different dude.
Versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
Elun, give me strength.
Go faster. Where are my 3-drops at? Not a 3-drop. This warrior has Super Collider? That's okay. I always play around Betrayal. Even when like I'm facing classes that don't have Betrayal.
Blessings to you.
So I'm fine.
Do you like to play with fire?
Pretty good. What are the odds he has a useful spell to play right now? Okay. Like, that works. It buffs this and it kills that. The attack's a little bit of overkill, but the Divine Shield is really good. Alex says, are there people you see over and over again in the arena? Yeah, they're called snipers. This is not one of those people, though. Yep, go for it. The fair enough execute. Oh, what? Why? Why would he do that? That's a super tempo play. And why didn't he just play that first?
At last, a worthy fool.
And keep his 3-2. Because he has spells. Why would he have spells? So far, nothing about what he's done makes sense. I'm actually just gonna let him clear me, because I feel like he has a Warpath, and I'm just gonna let him Warpath. You know?
For the crusade!
Like, just let him do it, get it out of the system. He spends 4 mana, kills my 1/1 and Scarlet Crusader. Fair trade. I have cards. He doesn't get the board back like that.
At last, a worthy fool.
Nope. This guy must have just gotten here on the backs of many, many dead dragons. So many dead dragons. Alright. Warpath won't do anything here. Oh, Super Collider. I should have played around Super Collider. Well, I might buff the other one, though. I don't really know which one's more important.
What now? Behold the might of Stormwind!
Join or die.
so can't kill this. Brought it above the death brink. MCT time? I guess. I mean, if he's just playing hate cards, maybe the MCT is gonna happen. Maybe he's gonna EMP my bulldozer. So, timely death.
Join or die.
For the Alliance!
He needs to warpath this, fine. He has 9 mana. I'm just being very conservative. Like, I'm not even gonna bulldozer next turn. I swear he might have an EMP. His deck seems like he has an EMP.
I wonder.
Yeah. Because what I don't care about right now is if he, like, hits into it and then, like, plays an Arcanine Reaper or, like, whatever, right? He's down to, like, 13. I'm punching him in the face.
Wanna blow something up?
What's your effect? Oh, that's happening. Alright. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15. Not quite. But close.
For the Alliance!
Why not heal the 5/5? Because what's holding this whole thing together right now is the Stormwind Champ. And I don't want him to execute it. That's the warpath he's been holding. He can't fully clear. He is dead. Oh no, he's not dead. I miscalculated. He's alive. Oh, whatever. At least he's warpath. Now I can, like, do things. Wait, what? He just didn't want to live. Okay. He could have lived. He could have hero powered and been at 1. GG. GG, guys. Didn't get the 12-0, but we got the 12-1. So this deck was a very, very, very high value deck. We usually just kind of play not to lose, and then we eventually win. I'm surprised that it did so well, because as far as not losing goes, as you see, we have nothing besides one Stonehill Defender in the early going, and I guess a Holy Smite. And nothing until turn 5. When we have our Novas, we have our Green Jelly, we have our Grizzly, and then we have Hager, Masiar, right? Then it starts being like, okay, we're a control deck. But before that, we have very, very little. And didn't seem to be a problem. The one game that we lost wasn't even due to aggro or mid-range. It was due to, you know, someone out-controlling us. Mage who out-card advantaged and out-controlled us and then countered our Psychic Scream, right? So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I thought the meta was fast, but maybe the meta is just, like, good for fast decks, because the meta is actually pretty slow, and fast decks can take advantage of that. The meta should be fast. Ooh, Golden Radiant Elemental. This, however, was a super slow and control-y deck. What do we make golden? Keening Banshee did pretty well for a while there, but I think it is Elixir. Elixir, by the way, is one of the most underrated, like, under-bucketed cards in Priest. We have it rated... what do we have Elixir rated? It's always, like, a stupid number. Yeah, 155. Which usually should be, like, in the first bucket. If not in the top part of the first bucket, at least in the second part of the first bucket. and Elixir comes into the 4th bucket according to Blizzard. Make a golden Elixir. Stonehill won a few of the early games, maybe, but I really like this Elixir because we have a lot of very good Elixir bodies, right? Argent Squire, Northshire Cleric, Augmented Elix, Scarlet Crusader, Stonehill Defender. Those are all, like, almost all of our early minions really are good Elixir bodies. And our 2 Elixirs did a lot of work. They were very good at generally not being lifesteal, and instead, like, either giving us some more card advantage, or even better, we got a lot of Divine Shields and summon a copy of the minions out of them, and that's pretty key. Dr. Stein says, it's one thing I always disagree with you, ADWCTA. You always try to curve as Priest, and that's why I think you never had good results with it. You can't win them in their own game. You draft heavy and you pray. If you go light, other classes can do it better. Maybe. I'm starting to believe now. This is a super... It's not even a super heavy deck. It's just kind of like a super slow deck. Right? And not only is it a super slow deck, it's not even a super slow deck filled with control cards. It's like a super slow deck filled with, like, a bunch of buffs. Like, it's a pretty nonsensical deck. It's got a few control cards in it, sure, but the whole idea is just to kind of, like, not die for a while and taunt, and then outvalue them in the end. What do you guys think this should be called for the 12-win run? Super Value Priest? Greed Priest? Yeah, I mean... You also can't look at this as like, oh, this is all I have to do to win as Priest. We may not have had a good setup or anything, but we did have a ton of value, right? Literally top 3 percentile on arena drafts in terms of value. Alright, these are such crappy packs. Alright, what do you guys want to see next?